Okay, in this video I want to show you how to run a regression using Excel. And the first thing you have to do, if you do not already have the analysis tool pack installed, you want to go up to tools, you want to click on add-ins, and if you don't see, I do have data analysis here, mine is already added in, but if you don't have that, you're going to go to add-ins and click on analysis tool pack and then click OK, and that'll be added in. Mine's already added, so I'm not going to do that, but that's how you would add that if you don't have the analysis tool pack already installed. Now what I have here is I have data. I have the 50 different states. I have per capita consumption of soft drink by state. I have median income in each of these states, and then I've added soda tax on this one. Just it's a made-up figure here. And then we also have mean annual temperature. So what I want to do first, I want to regress median income and mean annual temperature on per capita soft drink by state. The states are just identifiers. There's nothing we're going to do with those. Wouldn't turn out on a regression. First thing I want to do, if I'm going to use, this is going to be my input Y range, and I'm going to use these two columns C and E as my input X ranges. They have to be adjacent to each other. So I'm going to highlight D, and I'm going to move D over here, and then I'm going to highlight E, and I'm going to move it into this column here. And now I can run a regression, a multivariate regression, using this is my Y input range and these two columns is my X input range. If I'm going to add the third one, I'm going to have to move that over so they're next to each other. So let me start by going to Tools, and I'm going to do Data Analysis. I'm going to click on Regression and then OK. And we can see here that I already have this highlighted, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Actually, let me just get rid of both of them. I'm going to start off with my Y input range, and I want that to be column B. So I'm going to highlight my header row all the way down. I'm going to hold Shift and then click on my last cell, and we can see that that has that whole column of data as my input Y range. And then for my input X range, I'm going to click on this box here, and I'm going to do both of these columns. I'm going to start by highlighting the header row in C, and then hold the Shift key down and highlight both of these columns. And now I have both columns from C and D both highlighted, ready to go. I want to click labels, because instead of just saying this is an X variable, it's actually going to use the labels I have. It's going to show median income and mean annual temperature. I'm going to click OK. I don't need any other boxes checked. I'm going to click OK. And now we can see that I have median income, mean annual temperature, and this gives me some idea of the effect that median income and mean annual temperature has. They both have. As you can see, this is a negative correlation for every, basically for every $1,000, 1.5 cans of soda, $1,000 increase in income, 1.5 cans of soda are decreased. It's really not that significant. It's not significant at all, but mean annual temperature certainly is. For every 1 degree increase in temperature, there's a 13 can increase in the soda consumption, and that's statistically significant. Still doesn't tell us everything about consumption of soda, but it lets me read a little bit. We're simply trying to understand how to read this, because we're going to be doing creating a demand curve with a different data set. I want to include all three of these. It's going to be a trivariate regression, so I'm going to click this column and I'm going to move it over, and now I'm going to do Tools, Data Analysis, Regression, OK. And what I can do, since I'm really just going to be adding in from C, D, and E, I'm going to change this D to an E. And now I have all three of these columns highlighted. I can click OK. And now I have the soda tax included as well. And we can see that neither the median income nor the soda tax are really have any significant impact on the consumption of soda, but that the mean annual temperature certainly does. For every 1 degree increase in temperature, again, this is 13 degrees. The only difference is my adjusted R square is a little bit higher. But you will be doing the same thing using a data set consisting of quantity, own price, rival price, and income. You will do it the exact same way I showed you here you shouldn't have any problem running these if you follow these instructions.